within the first 10 seconds going, we are live and alive. Ugh. Live and alive. Oh, yeah. Week 6 watch through on, what was it, Sunday? Monday? No, week 7 watch through today. And we're missing some games. Who was that? That lyrics? What was that noise? Hello, lyrics? That was an odd noise. I don't know what that noise was. Oh, it's Dawn. Dawn is here. To get live and live. Dawn, if you tell me your email. Which I'm pretty sure I already have, but nah, I can do it after. Oh, I'm here with Jarv. He'll tune in. Let me just turn on Neon Division, play Neon Divisional music. I went through and just adjusted all the music because I was getting sick and tired of hearing the same shit. Oh, that's miserable. Can we turn that off? Why is that? Is that every time someone types that pops up? It's gonna annoy the shit out of me. Alright, let's just start it up. Lag on the right, welcome to Neon Division. Lag switch, Team Corruption on the right. Darksteel 0, Zarude Sandstorm on the left. Hit go, always get it muted. I'm pretty sure from Darksteel this time, it was a lot of the same. I really don't think he's changed his team too often. This week he brought the Lucario and the T-Tar. Surprisingly enough, the T-Tar does not always come to the game. I'm sure it's still cool, but wrote him for the Weavile and Gliscor matchup. Lag continues to bring Tailwind Gliscor. Sometimes you innovate. I don't think innovation is always great. Sometimes you innovate. And we go from there. And which could have been good. Doesn't EQ on the Levitate Mon. Thank goodness.
Maybe they don't know that Gliscor gets the gel.
I don't think they do. I'll have to DM them that. I actually never considered that. I just thought Tailwind was like they did it for like the team, or maybe they only know VGC. That'd probably be a
right. Because what would want Tailwind? Snorlax?
Weavile. For the Weavile, make it even faster. So yes, Lucario gets into a dangerous position here. As we figure out from this Aurasphere that it's Lore. And that it trades with the Fortress. Quite unfortunate.
Like, holy. Getting bailed out there. He didn't need that second nasty plot up.
No, he didn't. I think he was fine because of the Lore as well. EQ crit.
And the crit.
So actually, Tailwind doing the work here. Tailwind actually.
It could have just been agility.
Yeah, but look at what Tailwind's doing. Now that was Ice Spear, Weavile.
It's not loaded dice. I think they just don't have Crash.
No.
Or Axel. They just don't want to miss.
Thin Sword chip, it sucks when it has to kill your own Rotom. It's Rocky Helmet Rotom, actually. Oh my god. The big HP pool of Snorlax to the small HP pool. Oh? Oh, are we just... Is it no rest talk? It's just rest? Bolt switches out. Snorlax, Gliscor, Rotom could do something? I think in this game? Well, after that, it does a whole lot less, especially with the sand up. Now, this Snorlax was also Terra Ghost. Oh, that's right. They declared their Terras during the match because they forgot to put Terra Preview on. So this was Terra Ghost Snorlax, so Terra Ghost Curse might have been cool. I don't know what it does. But
I don't know. Ghost into Tyranitar, Zarude, and Rotom is
a choice.
A choice.
A choice. So Jake from State Farm Salutes put her down as DLSP comes out to finish the game. Snorlax to the sleep, Rotom Wash, not outspeeding, and also burned. Yeah.
Like, there's totally a Snorlax set that went from this position. And I don't think they're very far off from it. It's just the Ghost Terra.
So found it, knock off those like 54 without an item, and then swaps out. Unfortunately, lag goes 0-2 in their 2 games in the PBO. Hopefully, will not go winless. I know they inherited a winless team, but I hope they do win a game as I play Caborca this week. We move into my game, funny enough. Into the Ottawa Dawn Paints now. When I did go back and edit this game, I did hear some... I did win this game. But I have not watched this game back on YouTube. But when I did edit it, I did hear the sights and sounds. Shouts out Dawn, the PZ. This was max speed PZ, just meant to lead nuke things. We were scared about Emp. He never brings out the Emp. This PZ nukes Slitherwing, which my team does not do well to fighting Bug, believe it or not. If it does get out of hand, fighting a bulk up Slitherwing would have probably wrecked me. Safe to say. And this Goldtress also doesn't do too well. Sucks I didn't get any tri-attack boosts here. Or hacks, I should say. This is where my play, I will say, faltered heavily. Into the Dark Flying type of my Terra Fairy Slowbro. That was a misclick. I never Terra Fairy. But I do get flinched, so cut me some slack. I've been getting flinched a lot recently.
None of that's a problem if you just Terra Fairy.
Yeah, I know.
Like you said you would. You said Terra Fairy Blast, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I just didn't. There's no other way to say it besides I just didn't. That was the craziest play. Don told me if the Bax is in on the Emp, you sack the Bax to proc the Shuka. I'm pretty sure is what he said. Maybe not verbatim. But it was something of the sort like that. And so when that does happen, I actually DD on the Emp, because this would have blew me up.
This is called Soren getting bailed out.
Wait a minute. I got flinched. And none of my tri-attacks got anything.
You got so bailed out by a Steve beam miss.
I did.
That thing wrecks you, and then it probably dies. But I think that's
no, just pop shook it and comes in, then swap out. That's what Don says verbatim. I do know what Glaive Rush does for everybody asking. I just banked on him not rolling that. And then, yeah, the rest was history. Tomorrow's a mystery, and I win my biggest win of the season. That's Bam Adebayo. The most ethical 83 you'll ever see, baby. That's all I'm saying.
See, yeah, he got like 8 points the following night.
Yeah. Look, he used up all of his luck in one game. You can't blame him.
Luck?
Who knows?
40 free throws.
40 free throws. He has to land all of them. He has to make them all. He's so tired. He's trying to throw it from half court. Why do they keep fouling him? This was the elusive Duma game where he said he was slandered after not watching it. Having not watched it, I should say. He did listen to us. We were heard. Terra Dragon Quack.
You were heard.
I mean, it means he watched the video, Jarv. So yeah. We were heard. It means he watched the video.
I think your thinking on this was like Terra Dragon Blast hits everything because there's no fairy to resist.
Sure.
He did not get that far.
Well, we'll find out. For everybody watching, Oh God! All right, I didn't hit the sound muted button. So early game, we're taking a lot of damage. Thunderous. I also think Prankster Thunder. Maybe he was trying to catch the Intimidate with Defiant Thunderous. I'm not entirely sure if it was Prankster Thunderous yet here. But into the Overquill is scary. Nuking things. We're missing is so many things. We were in the booth.
Specs Focus Blast.
Mm-hmm.
That Specs on a Glow King into rain is interesting if the choice.
I mean, probably is pretty good.
Unfortunate.
It probably is pretty good. Probably.
You just don't have turns to click buttons. This is unfortunate. Just all the misses on the gunk. Big
Lands
Will should
all
be
of
running
them.
away at the moment.
Yeah.
And, like, he is, but also could have been running away with it more. Somehow, this Overquill gets so many turns on the field that it gets all the way back up to like 70% HP.
Pretty sure this was not what's it called, punching pad glove thing. I don't know what it's called, but
Protective pads.
protective pads, but carries T-Wave anyway. Doesn't matter. Misses the Taxel. And now we Terra Dragon doing 61, living due to that. Gets a much needed crit. And now we're in the driver's seat, right? Now we're in the driver's seat. Except we get CC on the Pelipper and U-turn, so we're still alive. We're parried though, minus defense. Imagine if we weren't minus defense there. That's all I gotta say.
I think it still lives.
And
like, this wasn't a bulky quack. This was just like a standard offensive quack that was Terra Dragon.
I should think, was it not AV?
It doesn't matter. Liquidation is physical.
Yeah.
Right? The attackers on Big Will's side that are going to take advantage of the rain are all physical. The way that like you play the quack is you make it like an Aqua Step setup set with the Terra Dragon and like max HP, max Fizz Death. But like this was just a regular quack. So it's never living the liquidation, even though it resists, especially after the defense drop with close combat.
Speaking of drops, Sunny Day into the Thunder set. Sometimes you forget about interactions of Mons. There's a lot of them, and Thunder Sunny Day is one that Duma forgot on this fateful day, but he would have liked to have back, considering that spit out thing. That Thunder outsped everything except the Barraskewda in the rain. He would have liked to have that one back.
And the Overquill in the rain.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tough matchup. And like, this is the thing, right? You're playing against rain. You know it has like a limited number of like turns, and Duma kind of limited the number of turns he himself would have had. Like you would have liked to break the Slowking out like a number of times because it gets Regenerator, because it can clear the rain, and he committed to like this offensive set and bet it all on like one Focus Blast. And then once it was out of the game, it was never going to tank another hit.
I hope I don't have to play him again and play the rain again. I really don't want to. But it shows that Big Will's not watching our videos, which shame on Big Will, because he should have seen it coming. That's all I'm saying. Carolina on the left, Gyoshima versus Pumasanji Richmond. The two players that get confused the most, side by side. Don't ask me why. I think it's the similar names, Pumasanji and Gyoshima. The double O, the double A, maybe. I don't know. Doesn't make sense in my head.
Double G.
Yeah, that might be it as well. There's a couple reasons. We see Ogrepon and the Tinglu matchup. Well, that was weird. How about that? That's the most damage you might see to a Tinglu in a whole season.
If you rearrange the letters in Gyoshima, you can get like Shami Goji. It's like Pumasanji and Shami Goji.
It's so eerily similar to me. I used to always get them confused. The quickest Tinglu death in the PBO, you will see it happens in 3 turns, as Pumasanji goes for game so early on, and actually gets
here to help you get past Verona. Unfortunate on the mess.
Actually gets a pretty good some setup turns, but who button bound is bulky. Steals the sash, huge. Beyonce comes out, it's Boots pawn. And we keep trying to set up. Every mon might be set up. But it doesn't matter, because we'll get it done.
This is a little surprising to go into the Registeel. Was this Terra Ogrepon? No, right?
No, it's the hands.
So why not go to the Inteleon? I don't know. But I get this set is kind of cool with the Registeel. I get the idea for like playing for it. It's just, you know, if you're gonna turn Terra flying to the Ogrepon, you have to understand that like okay, this thing's clicking Ice Punch. It could easily be clicking Thunder Punch. It just didn't carry it.
What if it is carrying it?
And this is also the problem with running Substitute. You run out of like a move slot. Like you really like rest there. Because if this thing rests, it's game over.
But this did keep him in the game. With Inteleon
Yeah.
being able to come and do this. Dying to that.
Well, it clicked Dark Pulse instead of
Water
just clicking
move.
either pivot move or water move. They expected the I don't know, maybe it was a roll and that was like the only out. But like you could have predicted that this was going to be speed.
Pretty
It's gonna
sure.
push it for
Yeah,
boost, but I
he
don't think it
clicked
matters.
Dark Pulse. I mean, Dark Pulse because if Bundle does come in, then it just eats it and just kills back. Maybe that
Yeah.
was like the better neutral.
I like the ideas. I think you just had to like maybe one different move on the Registeel. I think you could do something better than flying, and then you need to use the Inteleon in early game more. Force in the bundle, so you get to see the item. If this bundle had to come in several times in a rocks, then you have got a better shot.
Yeah, maybe a scarf. The scarf gets you over the bundle. Maybe.
Not if it's booster speed. That's the thing, right?
Oh,
So if
I
this was
see.
booster
Yeah, look at
speed,
that. Yeah.
like it was, then you're just using the Inteleon to bait it in and force it out. Because Registeel without Terra, walls bundle.
Yep. Absolutely walls bundle. Doesn't mean he has to Terra. But because he Terra, the bundle looked a lot better. And WAC shift lock on the top, the Sydney Sylveons versus Thrive BC Pyroars. Now Leo's on the left. Yeah, I need to figure out how to turn that shit off. Why is the chat making... Why is the chat making noise? Huh?
Couldn't you just mute the tab?
Is it through YouTube or is it through...
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never had it make noise before. This is new to me. I'll just do that. Bring that over here. Oh. No, YouTube's broken now. That's cool. Anyway. On to it. WCC Flock, Thrive. Started up. One of the... Well, we'll see at the very end. Drake Delta Sashgren, very bold, I'll say, from Thrive.
No. I actually really like this, right?
For the
Because you would
spikes?
expect a Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
And if you turn ground, you block it. He's committed Draco and Meteor, you're Sash anyway. I like that. If you're not going to Terra the Gren, I think that's very decent. I think just forgot that the Bolt was not Dragon on the Moonblast.
Yeah, maybe this was the idea, just to keep threatening things out after you swap out.
Yeah, like this Gren doesn't... The HP doesn't matter. It's going to die in one hit anyway.
And Blast was just sitting here for a while. Setting up hazards against Sydney's team is pretty good because he has no spin. I think he has like a couple defoggers, maybe one or two, but he has no spinners.
This was... I don't know what that was.
I don't know.
I think preserving the Gren there was actually pretty okay. But maybe the decision was the Blastoise to the...
It just comes in every
actually
time.
be annoying enough. Yeah. But like, you know what? Gren would have outsped the Blaziken here. So you get to preserve the HP on the Tentacruel.
Would have been pretty good. Sydney sacking Blaziken first. And it looks like Sydney's in a very easy position to win this. Bolt's still alive, Rye, Lando. And then it starts going down from this point on. It's Lorb, Mamo. We shard for Chip, I assume. Into the Bolt.
I just don't think Thrive had solutions for when Bolt with Terra, right? And you can predict several different things. You knew it wasn't going to be Fairy because of the Scizor. You knew it probably wasn't going to be Ghost because of the Greninja. I think Water was like a fairly decent guess.
Mm-hmm.
And Thrive just didn't have any way to hit Water.
Darkrai for Sydney's team is so good because it gets above all the other like speed tiers that he needs it to, and without this, it's such a wide move pool. It just does so well. And Jirachi sacrifices itself in order for this or Bolt to keep on going. And Scizor just doesn't have the power to get through. Needed a crit. on
Oh,
that CC.
oh, it's disband. That sucks. You need one more sack. Maybe if
Mm-hmm.
he preserved the tentacle earlier in the game, then he would have it.
Yeah,
You know?
Tentacruel, or maybe the Grin. I don't know.
It didn't matter which, right? It's
Yeah.
just if he had one more sack, he knew that he needed to get this damage. If he had just another thing that he could go to, he could get the bullet punch off. But he was one sack down. Power
Thunderclap
of Healing Wave.
goes after clap, before clap.
Uh, if you bullet punch, Thunderclap fails. If
Okay.
the Scizor is faster naturally than Raging Bolt.
Ah, okay. Scizor is naturally slower than Bolt, typically.
Yeah.
Typically. So that was Sydney's 7% loss moment. Kept him away from, I think, a kill record or a differential record that he was like a little bit behind on from Drew. They kept it pretty close.
But if you're Sydney, right? Sydney's been going into a lot of these games super nervous and coming away feeling like a little bit untested. Very much so tested. Almost got away with one there.
Yeah.
The rest of the people who are going to be going against Sydney in the playoffs have to be thinking, okay, this team is beatable. This isn't an infallible team.
For one reason or another. Spikes do pretty well. Hazards do pretty well. In our final Neon game, Mevijuma versus Geobold. Belfast, who is proven to be a pretty good player, a pretty healthy Neon player, I dare say. The Belfast Brit himself against DoorDash, beating Big Will last week, not coming into this game. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. No one thought that was possible. Yeah, so...
No burn?
No burn. Risking it. It's Poison Touch. Come to find out. That's a fun nickname. Yeah, so he brought the Fire Fang Tusk for the core of matchup.
Gets Temper Flare.
Does get Temper Flare. Don't know if you saw it. But missing the Fire Fang does suck. It is annoying.
Yeah.
This
I mean,
26.
you just died faster
Yeah.
to Rocky Helmet. I don't think it matters all that much. I feel like if you knew it was going to roost, you could have preserved the Great Tusk and just gone straight to Kilo. Like, what's the Corviknight going to do to Kilowattrel anyway?
True, I think that was mentioned in the booth. Kilo just does pretty well. Unfortunately,
yeah,
Crook does exist. Which, as we can see here, Crook, pretty good mon. DoorDash loves this Kiro. Probably one of his better performing mons.
Right, and now you bring
mixed a lot.
Oh, I like that.
I think it's DD. Maybe it might be the secondary other move. Just photon, straight photon. Does that kill?
Yeah,
No.
predicting that it was going to Terra, I think.
True.
Yeah.
Thought you'd dare. Fun bring. Unfortunately, it is Rocky Helmet Core, so that does a lot of damage.
Max Fizdef, Rocky Helmet Core, right? But that's the thing, right? DoorDash lost the Great Tusk and the Iron Boulder, suiciding to the Corv when they had a Kilowattrel.
Would have been nice to have.
They had a Heatran too. They sacked it like in the opening.
Yeah, outspeeds.
Not in the opening. They sacked a lot of the HP.
Outspeeds everything on that team. And then just kind of sit here for a moment and just let this thing just roost. And Brave Bird, 29 turns. Mevijuma will secure a playoff spot with that win, if I do dare say so. That will end us in the Neon Div as the Crystal Weekly Recap goes up. Make sure to check that out.
I just think DoorDash needed to recognize that they couldn't break the Corviknight without Kilowattrel or Heatran. Just understanding, like, what do I need to preserve? Because the Corviknight's not threatening.
No, its point is just to kind of sit there.
Mm-hmm.
Just get back to health, be annoying, and pray it's not like a setup. I haven't used to be. It's been so long since I've seen 7 games in a row. I almost was worried. I was like, did Crystal not have all 7 games? They did. They did have all 7 games. When you start with Drew825 versus Ty the Guy 004. I mean, watching this back, we all know how this ends. I've talked about it a lot. He is one of the 7-0 teams in PBO. We're looking later today. We'll be seeing another 7-0 team looking to go 8-0. But until then, the Sibling Bounty's live and alive in Crystal, with Drew owning it. And Drew knows how to use this team really well. I believe Don describes it as a lot of staying power. It just kind of sits there. It just chips you down a lot. The resting things from Drew, healthy and good. Looking for probably paralyzes here, if I had to assume. This tank is probably just spreader tank. It's also not pickpocket with the air balloon. Interesting. It would then be pickpocket. I mean, look at this. Nothing's dying. That sucked, the crit. But he's preserving every little bit. Whether that be for, diff record or... I'm not sure, but he's preserving everything. If he has DD, didn't do it there. Helmet done. Crunch put you over the edge. Great bring from Ty. I actually thought Ty was in the lead these first 17 turns, and then I think from that point it was like, where did it all go wrong? Blood Moon comes out. Mind's Eye. I forget the move works, how it does. Clear Amulet. Also fuck the puck. Clear Amulet keeps you in.
I was thinking about this at some point today, right?
Yeah.
If you compare like a Sunset game from like this season,
yep,
compared to like season 6,
yeah,
people are bringing so much more like tech items, things to specifically tailor to what they think the other person is going to do, and that's why Drew brought the Clear Amulet on the Blood Moon to catch the patch. And I think that's the difference between, I think, the top players in Crystal and the rest of the division.
Yep.
The top players in Crystal are just bringing more stuff, like at a higher level of like, here, I'm going to catch you on this interaction, or I'm going to trap you because you haven't properly scouted for like this thing. Like you wouldn't expect Clear Amulet on Blood Moon. Aiden
no.
has had to essentially like scout out what Mons are going to have Clear Amulet, what Mons are going to have Chalon Berry, because that's what you have to do when your opponents bring that kind of stuff for you. I'd be curious to see how many players in Crystal step it up with the prep when we get into playoffs, because I think that's what you're going to need to beat Drew.
Yeah, Drew, and also specifically Rex as well. I mean, Rex last season, Neon brought out that Mence, and I think Rex is going to bring a lot to playoffs as well. But Drew this season, like you said, on another level. He just needs that one turn with this kind of slow team. I mean, you say slow King, Pex. He's another regen on the bench. I believe it's Aloe. And like Tink,
I agree.
Just
very
set up for
difficult
Blood
to break.
Moon, set up for Blood Moon and Roaring Moon.
But I would say, like you said, I think Ty was almost winning the exchange.
Yeah,
in the first 15, 20 turns.
Yep.
And it's not like, oh, we're really talking about Slow King, Tinkaton, Toxapex. Like it's not that all of Drew's Mons are threatening. There are just sequences in all of these games where the opponents kind of KO their own Mons, throw them away, or they get caught in a trap like the Clear Amulet. And that's what we would expect from Sunset play, Stargazer play. It's those traps are going to be there. The unexpected item or something, it's like, okay, I don't know how he solves this problem. I need to scout it out, or I need to bring things like Roar, Knock, Encore to disrupt what the opponent is doing. And no one's really disrupting what Drew's doing.
No. No one's been able to get a good read on Drew this season. And with his final opponent being Rex, I'm interested to see who hides what for when. But that's a conversation for week 8. Phantom Snorlax on your left, Snow Point City Snowbirds versus Platano Power 420 the Chicago Chimchars. Another team, both teams would like a win. Gabe more so than Snow Point. If Gabe does win, then he gets a much closer chance of playoffs. And an unfortunate burn on the Metagross.
I mean,
Gabe looks
it was going to happen
anyway.
It could have been the turn 1 burn, you know, but it was an AV Metagross. It was intended to be a support piece, so you live with that.
Muffin Man, how's it going tonight? Hello, jury. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. We are on Crystal right now. Second game in. Gabe is just letting the Serapagos click buttons.
I like this Uxie.
You like the Uxie? I love the Ursaluna. And counterpart.
That was a fantastic sequence.
Counterpart to Lab's Metal and Gazer ran the same thing this week with Trick Room Ursaluna and did pretty well with it.
I wonder why Body Slam there. Shadow Claw does more damage now that it's Stab.
Mm-hmm. No, Body Slam is still Stab. Did you know that?
No, you're right. It's Body Slam is a little bit more because it's 85 versus 80, 70 for Shadow Claw.
Yeah.
Just like if any switch came in from Chicago, it was going to be Ghost type.
Isn't that crazy? Also, yeah, so here's the E-Terrain from the Rotom. And then Moth comes in with the broom. A Meteor Beam, and we're off. We saw Booster Speed Moth. Everybody got nervous, but don't worry. It was for a reason. He needed the one turn.
Really cool sequence. Really cool sequence at the end from Gabe.
I mean, we've been seeing this terrain from Lyrics with Concursion Low and Raichu. What about manual terrain with Booster Speed Moth? To find the in on the minus from the Dragonite Dragon. That's all I needed. I don't think he teared the Ursaluna cell. There's no way he was getting out of that.
Just had to bet that there wasn't a Dazzling Gleam on the Moth. Really nice sequence. Moth was really tough into Labs' team.
Gabe says, pretty sure I took that set from Duma. Really? It's a good set. Take more sets. And here's Rex versus Klecker, to which no one can convince me that either team brought real sets. Rex has kind of been bringing the same 6 every week, I feel like. I might be hallucinating, but it just looks like it every week. Klecker brought pads, Mousefold, Pop Bomb.
Yeah, second time he's brought this.
So that's pretty cool.
Just to the bit.
Just kind of nuking shit.
If it hits, 90% roll for every hit.
And even Drew, the other crystal heavy, weighs in $10 as the team with the starter steals the starter and the Steel Psyche type mono wins. So flips out. I think even though Rex has already secured playoffs, Klecker still needs this win because even if he wins, he's secured, right? I don't think he would have liked to have it. Weak armor procs.
We looked at this. Klecker's. It would be very difficult for him to miss playoffs. He'd have to have a very bad show in the week 8.
Very bad show in the week 8. Him and that Aloe would have to do a lot of explaining if they were to miss it. I mean, sacking the Aloe.
I mean, what's the Aloe gonna do?
It just seems unlike Klecker. It just seems so un-Klecker-like. He's just bashing his head against this Urshifu.
Yeah, he's just trying to get the Rillaboom to go down so you can go into the Sneasler. But now the Urshifu is, now plus defense and it kind of walls. So you're just praying for a sweep.
And he gets it. And he gets it. He gets it. Theraclaw maybe should be banned. Oh, no. And then we're feeding kills to Mousehold.
Kind of crazy this does that much damage, and it gets all these hits. There's a 50% chance I got that 7 hit.
Mouse! He's catchphrase too when he gets a kill. That's how you know it's cool. Has to set up with Raji. We're gonna run Paraflinches fun for fun. No Ironhead. Runs Body Slam. Dies. Back into the Mousehold. You wouldn't believe it. Gets a crit. 4. Count with me. 6. Nope. These things come and go.
I don't know if that would have killed, actually.
Another crit. SD again.
Doesn't matter. It's not fast enough.
No. Needed to keep it a little bit close. And then it's always a Scarf Thundy for Rex. Everybody watching at home, it's always a Scarf Thundy. And if it's not Scarf Thundy, it's Terra with Plot. Keep that in mind. Klecker has some fun. Rex cleans it up.
Soaring says it's always Scarf Thundy, unless it's not.
Unless it's that other set. It's a 50-50. Here, talking about either it is or it's not, here is truly a coin flip of a game. Into the Void 13 versus the Exalted One. June on the right, Into the Void, Pittsburgh Scissors on the left. I was astounded at this game. I think a lot of people were when they were watching at home. Idiot Box leads. Mandibuzz and Kilo.
Cool Metal Burst.
Mm-hmm. Great bring. A whole lot of birds. Now, we've heard the phrase millions must pivot. I need everyone to count with me this game and how many pivots there are total. Because I'll give you a hint. It's more than 3. Excel, not Excel. Excuse me. Yeah, Banded. Did not want the burn. Got the burn. Hits Terra Water early. Scizor goes down. And now Kilo all of a sudden looks pretty good outside of the Chansey. Doubles out with a call. Goes into Cobalt. Probably could have gone Blissey to really neutralize that damage.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's interesting that June is going to Cobalion to take these Volt Switches, but I guess the thinking is if I go into Blissey, then it's just going to become like setup fodder, invite in the Palafin, and they don't deal with the Palafin very well.
So Cobalt's down, Scizor's down, and then I think this is where it begins. Gets the burn, or does it not begin here? I forget. Passive Almond. The Volt 2 free with Bliss, yeah. I believe this is where it begins. Alright, so I'm going to put this on hyper fast here. I'll click through it once it becomes kind of apparent what's happening here. We're going band for band with Calm Minds and Soft Boileds and Matcha Gachas. So in the booth, we're talking about how Blissey cannot pace this with CMs comparatively, and Soft Boiled, there's only so many, and Matcha Gachas you can have a chance to miss, plus you have to land them and get the health back. But then he shows Pain Split, and I'm like, oh, this thing wins for sure with Pain Split. Sinistcha always wins here. Oh yeah, Blissey gets a cheeky little freeze this turn, I think. Just like in Vegas, everybody pops off when this happens because it is important. If you don't know, you will know. Leo's astounded. Gets the crit. This goes down. All right. What to do? So for everybody at home, much Sinistcha, Grass Ghost type has Shadow Ball, Gengar Ghost type, weak to Shadow Ball. In the booth, quote, this is a scripted debond. Oh boy, it was debond. Good June. Good bring from June. I believe Into the Void was tunnel vision that he missed it.
Hold on. Pause and go back for a second.
I think he was tunnel visioned. I think he was tunnel visioned a bit. He's feeling great.
Here's the thing, right? If you're the Pittsburgh Scissors,
yeah, I'm tunnel visioned, personally.
No. Pause it though. Pause it.
Yeah.
You Terra,
Yeah.
you attack. That makes sense to me.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna scout out if it has debond, right? Let's say you calm mine. Let's say it doesn't debond.
Yeah.
Let's say it shadow balls you when you. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because you're +4/+4. Okay, there's no downside to.
The only thing you're risking is a
calm
crit.
mine there.
Yeah. I think he Terra Grasses to cover the ghost weakness, but he's still weak to poison.
Yeah.
So it
I forgot
doesn't.
it was +4.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
So.
unfortunate. But I wouldn't have guessed debond either.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either. I'm clicking Shadow Ball. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm like, this is game over.
This is game over. And then all of a sudden, we go, wait a minute, Excel looks really good here. We go, the rock type looks pretty good here, except for the Palafin. But because Moltres is water type now, here my Moltres is water type now. Uh-oh. Goes ground. Flips out. Again, millions must pivot. Remember this, everybody at home. Stacks the Gren for importance. This will be important later. Flips out. The one thing that couldn't happen happens. Burned Fin, you, hello. U-turn. It outspeeds, but guess what? Guess what? That Chi's weak to. Excel Rock.
Yeah, I think you gotta stack the Chiyu there and prioritize the Palafin. You can't risk the burn. Or if you are, you're just gonna like let loose a close combat and get as much damage as you can.
And because spikes are up, you gotta stay in, you gotta not stay in, and then all alas, it comes down to this. Void keeps it close, but Excel Rock, Rock is the reason to draft that mon. Healthy win from June, second win of the season officially.
Already very strong.
Bob, St. Louis Skiddos, the new guy, and I still don't know who that avatar is. Against Hot Pepper 22. Who is that avatar? I don't know who that is. Cherry Hill Bellsprouts on the right. As I will turn the sound off, excuse me, and make this on fast. Check this shit out. It's Snow Team, baby. The Foreman grills in against the Hatterene and the Lando. Lando's brought.
Oh, ballsy rocks.
Right? Right? Freeze dry. Bang. Lando comes in. First ever kill with Lapras recorded on stream. That's all I'm saying. Rock Slide Brain doesn't kill. The second kill with Lapras. And just like that.
Bulky water.
Your Lando. The two genies are down. And you're left with no more sun for the Sun team. Ninetales on the bench for this game, I do believe. Well, the
right, playing in the snow, you bring no freeze dry resist.
Oh, he has a freeze dry resist, and it's called Venusaur. We'll find out later what that means. The Terra Okie Dogie. Bops is a bit of a ball knower himself. Mary Jane or Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan comes in. Not Guard Dog. It's Toxic Chain. Here it is, Terra Water, baby. You know what? Want to know what outpaces everything on this team? A Terra Water Venusaur jar. You want to know what outpaces everything on this team? A Terra
It's not
Water.
a freeze dry resist. You lied to me.
No, well, hold on. We'll get there. It's not a resist, but it does outpace it. It does outpace it, John. With lefties, Giga Drain, and Leech Seed, it'll get past. Unfortunate. Super unfortunate. Probably the most important thing that happened was this.
I just don't think this is a good Slowking. Or Alola Ninetales. It looks like it's no Spatak.
It might be a bit bulky. It might just be here to be a sack. Just to set up snow and get out. That might just be why it's here.
Well, like, fair enough, but again, like, no freeze dry resist. This is why the Lapras went crazy. If you were able to preserve Lapras or had, like, an offensive Alola Ninetales...
And behind screens, Jar. Are you serious?
Oh, big encore.
Behind screens? Who are we bringing in now? Heatran? Alright. We're saving the Venusaur.
Oh, that hurts.
We're saving the Venusaur.
Huge screens for Cherry Hill.
Mm-hmm. Giga
Got no
Drain.
Toxic Chain procs.
No procs, baby. No procs. Until it doesn't happen. Made you think it was, everybody watching. Made you think so. But here comes Enam. Yeah, just 49. Maybe we could have done this earlier. Everybody's thinking. But don't worry, we have hat for this, for the occasion. And Leech Seed stunning. Clutch Para. Terra Blast doing a healthy 35%. And finally, the invincible Venusaur goes down. This is the slowest Okie Dokie of all time. It's bulky. Let it have fun. Moonblast comes out. Yeah, and now it's just the Enam show. Just the Enam show. Pretty good Enam, pretty good Mon. Where do I post replay to the channel? He had access to the channel for you're watching. He does have it. Just let me know. And Bobs is the hero for Gotham. I think they know each other from a different league. So Bobs picks up the first win for the winless team. I do, if I'm not mistaken. Both of these teams were winless. One team had to win. On to Boofy Poof Void versus General Bisharp, the Scottish Stoutlands. Boofy Poof, the... Oh god, Limber Luchadors. Yeah. Lyrics brought Alolan Raichu and Picurchin. You tell me if that's good. We'll find out here. Massive Rod into Touch My Tip. You really can't write it any better than that. You know what I'm saying? Gets out, gets in. Iron Leaves. Does a lot of damage. T-Wave's the electric type.
Yeah, why would you bring T-Wave into the terrain?
He forgo and Tusk team.
Yeah.
So Lyric's doing pretty good, but it's
I guess it's the
sub-Lando.
bundle. He's just never allowing that to happen, right? This is what I'm talking about. Some of these players are like, I know what's coming.
Yeah.
And some of them don't. Like this Gravity, sick.
Great brain. But Lyric still has the speed and the firepower. Oh, Surge Surfer? I forget what that does.
Yes. Double speed.
Ah. The speed on this team is insane. I mean, this is Lyrics' thing. Set up terrain and let Leaves go stupid on the mic. Like, that's what you do here.
Nice, Terranormal speed.
Brought the special on the
I
heart.
like that bring. It just, you need to preserve this, I think. Oh, it lives?
It lives! And Flareman's kills!
Oh, that's crazy.
And now it's up to bundle. A crit.
I do like how Void is calcing, right?
Yeah.
He knew, based on the damage, that was bulky Tusk. And so he knew that he would outspeed with the Harkonite.
Yep.
So he didn't go for the roll with
E-speed, whatever.
Terranormal E-speed. He went for the Flare Blitz.
This crit ended up mattering. I have to check back and match spoilers, but they talked it out. It did matter. Unfortunately, Keldeo does come in and clean it up with a V-Wave. Yeah, they talked about it. Crits didn't matter. You could surface it at a V-Wave. V-Wave killed, though nothing's from Lorb. Yeah, but without crit, I would go Raichu, live V-Wave, then kill back. So, you know, it's just the what-if game we're playing, but...
Yeah, huge win for Limber Luchador.
Huge win.
Very well played.
He's on a 3-game win streak.
I wonder if that T-Wave actually was just, you know... I'm gonna force you to Terra.
Oh, from the Screamtail?
Yeah, maybe it was just a bad T-Wave. I don't know.
Might have been. I mean, I think Lyrics didn't mind the Terra. That was probably his only Terramon the whole time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So, if they rematch again, it's feeling like a very Aiden Lyrics matchup from Neon 2 seasons ago. It's feeling very of that nature of a matchup.
Soaring, we can't live in the past. All right,
I'm just
this
saying
isn't an
it
Aiden
feels
Lyrics matchup. This is a Boofy Poof game.
This is a Gotham Obscuritisms game. Look, Aiden also Sandy Shocks, Movie also Sandy Shocks.
I am withholding hope for Void.
For Void.
Yeah.
Are you a Void stan? Is this the development? After going 1-4, or going 1-3, beating his first op, then going into Rex, Drew, and Klecker was the next 3 games, and they going 1-3.
I just like smart, thoughtful mods.
That was smart, thoughtful mods.
And I hope that that continues, because we haven't seen a lot of Boofy Poof. I need bigger sample size.
Which, this next week for Boofy Poof, not do or die, but a win and end situation for him. As the final Crystal game, we go to Gotham on the left, the Golbats and Obscuritisms, Longon and T-Tars on the right. Lit versus GCG, Not Garden City Grottos.
Game of the week.
Game of the week. Check this shit out. It's Roap. I don't know for what. I think it was said to me in post-game or in the chat post-game. But Gotham respects it. Gotham respects the Roap berry. And that's what you love to see. The scary
like, as a berry aficionado, I'm like, okay, I get it. I get the tech. But then you knock off. So, like, okay, if we were going to outplay the Sash, why do we need to knock off? I guess maybe it was just strongest move and he didn't want to switch. I'm guessing wasn't expecting Salazzle lead.
Yeah, maybe he was thinking to swap. I think that's the safest bet, right?
No, I think he just led and it was Salazzle and he's like, oh, this is awkward. All right, I guess I'll just do knock off, which is my strongest move. Didn't bring Earthquake.
And Jolteon.
Oh my god, what a fat... Oh, this gotta be a
fat Hoopa. Yeah.
Gotta be a Salt Vest.
It's a fat Hoopa. Trust me. It's a big Hoopa. It carries the Protect. Doubles out in the Geezing. Kiram is in. Sets up the sub. 1 DD for the speed. Is that all we need? Is that all we needed? Subs again? Gets a bit greedy, but it's okay. Because Gleam does not kill it. Swaps out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the speed. This wasn't booster speed.
Switches out to Scout. I like that.
Yeah, good. A very healthy Scout. A better player than I. Swaps back in for the kill. Wilger turns out. Goes Lottie. Chip is Chip.
Yep, got enough.
And he can do this all day with the Synthesis, but doesn't, he turns out. Sees better positioning with the Garg in this end game for the 3. But guess what? Oh! Terra Grass, Hoopa, Grass Knot. Oh, goes a Garg from full pre-Terra. Oh my goodness. What a bring.
Right, you don't... Maybe you should have gone out to the Zarude, you know?
Maybe. If only he knew.
You gotta worry about Drain Punch. You gotta worry about Gunk Shot, too.
And he's got it. He's got all of them, Jarvis.
Yeah. Right, we're showing Grass move.
Even Gotham gives it up. He was like, what was it? He's like, what a bait. Into everything. Played right into Obscure's hand. Gets the para. And guess what? If that thing paras, I'm pretty sure he wins. Maybe. I don't know.
It's kind of like, what does Gotham have for the Woger pawn? He had Salazzle.
And that died so early.
But had to get a Dragon Dance. It's like, oh, that sucks. What was the Terra on Garg?
Water. So probably killed anyway.
Yeah. How much I like the... I don't think it mattered. I don't know if you could.
Dog was probably the Ogre Pawn resist, but it's still like grass, water, and then water.
Right, I'm thinking about living the grass now, right? This is kind of a situation like I had this week where I had the wrong Terra on the Mon because either I didn't been prep enough or it was a different situation than I was imagining.
Yep.
If these two play again in playoffs, I'd expect that Garg to be like Dragon. That's kind of the go-to when you're playing into a Wogrepon, right?
That's what you would expect. That's what you think going into a ranked team with Archon, you know. A Terra Dragon.
I hope to see both of them in playoffs. Always get good games from Long Island, Gotham City.
Yeah, I think we will be soon again in playoffs. We'll start with Shadow and Tito. Our first Sunset game. We have a Sunset aficionado draw, of course, in here.
These two together make Sheeta.
That's their ship name for everybody at home wondering. Sheeto 2254. Shadow is quoted saying, "I do not want Tito. I want," or like, not verbatim, but along the lines of, "I don't want to be Tito's first one in PBO." So, and safe to say that was not the case, as Spiky should have flip turn. Fun little brain. You forget Cornerstone gets that. Now, did he rip the booster speed too early in what could have been an encore and or taunting corner pawn, which we do see taunting pawn? Unfortunate miss from the player off. Miss again from the player off.
I don't think the player offs would have mattered all that much, frankly.
I guess they did matter.
Oh, it would have. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
I mean, it was helmet. It was fizz def.
Yeah.
I guess a little bit, but insane.
It would have forced switches. That actually really sucks.
Yeah.
I think a little too early for Tito. I don't remember what the boulder was, but maybe the boulder should have been the switch in instead of the Screamtail there.
Miss another ceaseless, and we see the tech from Shadow. Flame charge. We go ceaseless again. A bulk up from booster attack. Flame charge again. And with it being +1 and in the attack, EQ will always kill either way. And yeah, that's all she wrote. Just a beautiful set from Shadow as a whole. A beautiful set.
Yeah, Tito's team, and he said this while he was making changes, right? It's pretty underpowered. And what that means is that you kind of, if you have mons that are like fast enough, it typically means that they don't have the requisite bulk that you would really like. Right? You want something that's like fast, but with like a mid bulk so that can tank some hits, or something that you can make like really fat and then set up like the Slitherwing. Tito doesn't have those mons. They're kind of like all or nothing.
Yep.
You'll see with like other teams, like I think Caleb's a good example. Very similar boat. If you don't draft with like some of these like significant pieces where it like, okay, this is going to be my breaker, or like this is going to be like my tank. If they can't fulfill those roles, then it kind of like sucks. Like I know this is week 7, but like in my week 6 against Caleb, my Roaring Moon had just enough bulk. That's what you want. You want to be able to take a hit, set up, and sweep through. I think that's kind of hard with the team that Tito has right now, unfortunately.
Do you think he gets a win in week 8? Team ES?
Who's he play?
I don't think
Who's his opponent?
It's not.
Is it Syracuse?
It might be Syracuse. Let's double check really quickly. The week 8 slate is, Syracuse, yeah.
Yeah. I think Syracuse just has too many items or too many resources. He's running an OU team.
Yeah. Healthy team. Here's the Caleb 32. New Nickets on your left versus Unknown Pingu. Birmingham Weasels on your right. Put that thing on fast mode. Wakan. Fun brain.
And like, yeah. And this is the thing with Pingu, right? Not expecting that the other person is going to like scout.
Yep. And then the Wakan's gone, the Shuka's gone, a lot of berries. Not a lot to show for him.
But you'll see this like set from the overquill is like ugly, for lack of a better term.
And
She's
shot.
taking too much damage on 8, which you need to be your sweeper in the end. I guess going for the Garg, but it's too early. And then another big brain fart here kind of story for Pingu season. Tears the ghost into the ghost type.
Yep.
And then gives it away.
Miss.
Could have just gone to the overquill, but
Yeah, because he figures it out right there that Rage Fist didn't affect it unless he had skipped turn, didn't read it.
I think his brain kind of short circuited.
A lapse in judgment.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
But kind of story of Pingu season. Like, there's a world where Pingu's like solidly in playoffs right now.
How much does the Chiyu help him?
Chiyu's fantastic.
It is
Now
fantastic.
everything's not on Latios, but he didn't bring Latios. So like now the Chiyu is just stuck there with the same thing.
Now the Chiyu's
Right,
at
you
the
would really
last
like-
spot.
Right, you would really like for something to help break here, and he opts for self-destruct overquill instead of what could have been the Latios. So
Yeah.
all
So
right, I don't know why we picked up the Chiyu. We were just gonna leave our other guy who was supposed to partner with home.
and when Diff is at a premium, self-destruct overflow shouts out. And now we set up, baby. With Liquid Voice. Healthy Brain. Is this killing? Yeah, I think it took like 3 hits, so yeah. It is definitely killing. Now Glide looks pretty free here. What a great mod Rillaboom is, man. For free glides. Yeah. Is he carrying Steel Roller? No, he's not carrying Ice Spitter. Another good bring. But imagine he was carrying Steel Roller. Let's think about that for a second.
That's kind of like right. The last mon here is the same mon that Pingu starts off with, the Manaphy.
Yep.
If you led the Manaphy and had some plan with it against the shocks, once you burn the berry, it's your least important mon. You know they've got the Rillaboom in the back.
Yep.
So
because Manaphy gets a diff off right there if he keeps the book on. But alas, can't predict it, and Birmingham out of playoffs, but will still play his last match. Thank you, Birmingham. He told me he was. He reached out.
Nice.
He reached out. Because I was also wary. I was like, are you going to play?
Birmingham, please come home.
Birmingham, please come home. Helsinki would get you think of the website. The faded Don Kuma game. Kuma rocking one of the best avatars.
Don Kuma 4.
Don
The
Kuma
Rocky
4.
versus Ivan Drago fight.
Not the most exciting one, but their most respected one. I think is a safe way to put it.
Times like these where we wish we had a bard.
A what?
A bard.
What do you mean a bard?
You know, just someone to sing songs of merit and whimsy.
What, for every game?
No, just for this one.
Just for this one? We can hire one.
We're hire a
PBO
bard.
people, we need your money for the Patreon to get a bard for special matchup games. Sydney will put together a highlight reel, a 13 hype video with bard music in the background. And yes, Muffin Man, we are watching literally every single game as we've done every week since season 6, season 7. I get it. Oh, Don, I came back just in time for his game. Welcome back, Don.
PBO people, we need you to subscribe to the Patreon.
Yes.
We're gonna buy time from up and coming pop artists like a Michaela Twigs to sing PBO parodies.
Yeah, I like that.
Specific matches.
Yes.
Leave a comment. Who would you like that we can afford?
Justine. We can get Justine. She sings, right?
I have no idea who that is.
You don't know Justine is?
That's okay. But that's okay. That means she's affordable.
If Jarv doesn't know about them, it means they're in our price range. Keep naming off people Jarv doesn't know. I'll start. Simon
Big
from the
Chip.
Yogscast. Yeah, Big Chip.
on Woger.
And the faded Zapdos comes out. Dawn, too cowardly to use Hurricane here. Those for the
It's
safe
totally
table.
on purpose. Pressure Zapdos.
Wait, it's Pressure Zapdos?
It's Pressure Zapdos.
On purpose?
No, I don't think so.
It's
You
to
never run pressure on
it's to
purpose.
stop the stall.
Right. Kuma, like Don, whose team is only going to last 20 to 25 turns. Kuma, whose team is only going to last 20 to 25 turns. Pressure's after.
Well, Don forgot Kuma dropped the Terra Crest, so he was gonna stop the Terra Crest.
Right.
Kuma forgot Intim on Quill. Did he? That's very funny. He did. It's Poison Point and a Swift Swim. So this is still a bit not hacksy, but a very funny game nonetheless. There was a moment where I
I'm
thought
kind
Kuma
of
was gonna win because of the hands. There was a moment. But Klefki with foul play was doing a lot. Doing 50. So. And Dom with Zapdos in the back was never losing to Cool Fish or Gripon unless he purposely swapped out to throw that match to purposely demote, which we know Dom would never do.
and Dragalge's great here too.
Dragalge's a reliable mon.
I'm kind of curious
So reliable.
who in Sunset doesn't mock. I think it's Don. It's Leo. I don't know about Kuma.
Kuma
But I think those
does
might
on
be the only
occasion.
three.
I think Kuma does on occasion. Drury Lane does not mock.
Drury Lane doesn't mock. It's interesting. Has Sunset gotten so good?
That
That-
people don't mock.
No. That now if you don't mock, it puts you at like a significant disadvantage.
Some
Right,
would
like, not
argue
that there's,
mocking
like-
doesn't matter. Some would argue.
I disagree. It's preparation, right? But anyway, like, not that there aren't differences in skill, because I think we know that Don is one of the best like Sunset players or one of the best PVO players.
Yes.
If you don't mock, and all of your opponents hard mock your team, and you have a narrow team that only does like certain things anyway,
Yeah.
they're going to start to pick up wins. Have we gotten to a point in Sunset where not mocking is just such like a significant disadvantage? I don't think we have enough of a sample size. I think we have to see into next season. But I'd be really curious to see what are like the mockers versus the non-mockers records after like a season or two.
Should I add that on the feedback form? Do you mock? Get a sample size, or is that I guess a Jarvis tribute thing where you ping people and ask if they mock?
No. You can ask. And I don't think this is something across PVO.
Yeah, no,
I think
this
this
is
is the
not
case
PVO
in Neon.
exclusive.
I think this is the case in Sunset. It's just like relative to the rest of the division, how much does mocking move the needle?
Maybe playoffs would be a nice time to figure out. It wouldn't be a great sample size, but it might be a nice time to figure out. Because do people
Making a video, does mocking work?
that could be a super
We're
cool
gonna
video.
do a statistical analysis on it.
That'd be a really cool video. Does mock?
I think it matters in Sunset. I think it matters in Neon. I think it matters for the middle teams in Crystal, and then I don't know in Stargazer. I can't tell.
Gazer's a flip of fucking cool.
It's all over the place because
It's way all over the
Za
place.
is making half of the teams, and you don't know who's gonna like take it seriously week to week.
Yep.
Like I think the people who have been taking it seriously are some of the top teams, right? Natty, Philly, Metal.
Yeah, Philly's
to some
always
extent.
in it. Metal's always in it. Yeah.
But, like, you know, their like heads are largely in it every week, and they're bringing stuff that's like working. I don't know. Maybe this is just like post ipso facto, but we can keep going. I'm just yapping at this point.
Still would be a good YouTube video to make. On the left gets rage baited Leo. On the right, up Raphael, hosting Joseph Club. Thank you for the website. Now we go. Vincent Thun Go. This was
Good,
look at this,
good
man.
lead for Raph.
He's always leading the Terramon. He's always leading the pack. with the lead
Interesting
arrows.
ripping a hex instead of dropping rocks there.
I think he just wanted damage more than the passive damage. Maybe he felt more comfortable just ripping the hex.
Well, and I guess there's the threat that the hat comes in or the tentacle spins off rocks. I get it.
Unfortunate. DOD already so low, could have sacked that, but we like to go Palo Sand and unfortunately eat the crit and die.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Goes for Jet Punch, Rocky Helmet. Don famously talks about how this is the Palafin, the natural progression of Palafin. Yeah, this is
roll.
Yeah, you saw that roll, 48. Plots
well,
up.
It's reminiscent of me against Mac last season when I hit a 48 on Sludge Wave with a Volcanion into his Hydrapple, and then I hit a 54. Or it was like, maybe it was a 54 into a 60. It was a 54 into a 60 or something.
You rolled the lowest into the highest. It was very cool.
Something like that. But, reminiscent of that.
T-Tar is only so bulky. Leo's team is almost a refined, maybe not refined version of Syracuse's team, but a bit more like
Syracuse's team?
Yeah.
I was thinking Sydney's team.
Sydney's they do both have Bolt Jirachi, I'll give it up.
Yeah.
I say Syracuse because he has the bulky mons, the 1 or 2 setup, and then the 2 offensive mons with the Terra Gliscor and the Terra Raging Bolt. It just calls to me that this is reminiscent of Syracuse. And yeah, Helsinki just didn't. I don't think the prep, well, that kills.
I was just thinking he got in an uncomfortable position. Like, the lead is so important in Gen 9. I think the Deoxys, Raph likes the Deoxys a little bit too much, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Mac was the same way. Right? If you're bringing mons
good point,
non-Terra Hydrapple, Palisand, and Deoxys defense to these games, sometimes you're just going to be like, wow, they just are not having an impact.
Yep.
You could look at the points in this end game and how many more points of the mons are available on Leo's side versus on Raph's.
Also, people watching back. Let's not say that. Switching to Jirachi. Let's not accidentally ghost. But yeah, and then the poison just does too much, adds up way too much. Yeah.
Potential playoff preview.
Yeah, potential. And preserve the diff from Leo. Needs every bit of diff he can get.
I think, what do you think the odds are that Leo picks Raph round?
Very low, I find, again.
You think?
Yeah.
I think there's a world that Leo doesn't want to play like Aiden or something and decides, you know what, let me just pick Raph. Because Raph has to commit so many resources to deal with Terra Water. And if the Bolt is Terra Water, then that's bad for the Palafin. And if the Gliscor is Terra Water, then you're almost trying to play around it the whole time. I don't know. I think Raph's team is a bad matchup.
I think there's a better matchup.
Leo's team is a bad matchup for Raph.
There's a better matchup Leo can pick. I don't know off the top of my head, but I do think there's a better matchup Leo could pick. But if Leo is low, if Leo is lower, then I guess who else will be left besides Raph? So to your point, I might be.
No, I'm imagining Leo gets picked too, and he goes, "I'm picking Raph."
I hope Leo tries.
He's in it this season.
Little Hill forever on your right. Give me gold pump and dumps. There's Apocalypse 1, the Acraceum Fernapes. Hyper fast. Excuse me. So Bitter Blade, webs go up, Sucker Punch.
Enormous Sucker Punch.
Great bring. And then Bitter Blades, but is this what Little Hill wants? Does he want the speed? Maybe. Get Chip on Blood Moon. Is that what he wanted?
Like that.
Mattered in my heart. Thank you. He's hacking already. Rips Pump. Does a fuck ton of damage. Back into Jug. Rips the booster speed.
I love the switch, right? You
Yeah.
proc the boosters and the knockoff. It gives him take anything valuable.
Oh!
Doesn't need to go with Splash. Just need to be a Dark Pulse. It was gonna kill.
Dark Pulse would have killed. Misses the pump. 1 for 2. Earth Power.
Oh,
Damn,
gonna kill.
this does matter.
Just kind of like Lil Hill going for a little bit too much.
Yeah, he should have Ice Beam there. That's what he was talking about. He didn't have to, because Ice Beam kills. But he went for the pump instead. Aiden was free to sack that. See how it goes from there. Glow King. I haven't seen this game. Sets up. It was eject button. Oh, that's a good bring. Okay. A good bring from the plot. Belly Bolt. Does it have the bulk? It does. Does it get...
Kills with the Electromorphosis. This
Tusk.
is going to be tough for Lil Hill to break, but it kind of makes it even harder.
Oh,
when you
what a
sacrifice the
nasty crit.
But like, why risk the Tusk? Just needs to go into the Belly Bolt. He knows.
Oh.
Right, you only find out later that the patch is speed creeping. It's not max Viv def like he usually brings.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, so Patch max is 302, Tusk max is 300.
Damn.
If you just sack the Belly Bolt there, the Tusk gets like a headlong or like an earthquake off the patch, and it does like 50, 60. Then you're praying for no Malignant Chain, but you're fine. There's a chance that Aiden clicks, like he shouldn't have, and I kind of doubt he. Oh, it would have shown your Amulet with the weapon anyway.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming the Enam was Scarf. So Aiden set himself up for the end game that he wanted to, but he'll definitely like traded some pieces away that maybe
the crits and from the moves he picked, the crits and misses mattered, but he should have picked different moves. I'll tell you what.
Maybe
I'm a little
potential player preview as well.
I'm a Little Hill Glazer. It's hard to beat him twice. It's hard to. He tends to learn from his mistakes pretty well. It's hard to beat him twice. I know Aiden said something about he didn't reveal a lot of the sets. He didn't really the Enam set. And probably Little Hill revealed his sets. But we'll see if it matters come playoff time. Cowtown Muffin Man.
This was such an important game for both of them.
One for demotion. Well, both playoffs, honestly. But one a little bit closer to demotion than other.
Right.
We start off with Tinglu lead into the Botti press. And I guess Cat was ready to sack it. The most deserved win of all time. The most deserved win of all time. Is that what they're calling it this game? Memo Swine Metagross. Gravity was a great bring. Was that from Cowtown? Yeah, Gravity for the Heat and the overnight matchup.
Just unfortunately, not a great switch in to Mamo for Cowtown. No. He doesn't have it, so he had to sack the Metagross. The Metagross looked great for Muffin Man's team. Could have clicked knockoff instead of Gravity. Maybe that would have been better.
Maybe you do want those items gone earlier on. Rocks go up. Bird. And then the faded Whirlwind Tinglu we saw last week. Tropple, this thing fucking lives, mate. Whirlwinds it out. Willows.
Get the information, boots on the Rotom.
Mm-hmm. Very important, very important. The unkillable Tinglu, which he does save. And then Countdown goes into one of his win cons, Sinistra. He's tried to bring this set a lot. I don't know if the set has worked. The Terra Sin set from him. And this is one of them situations where we forgot about Mold Breaker. Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. A good bring for Tantrum.
There wasn't really a switch to go into, right? You're either taking chip on like one of your guys you really don't want to, you're risking. Like if you go into Corviknight on the Stomping Tantrum, what's going to happen next? Ogerpon's gonna hit you with an Ivy Cudgel. So I get it.
Yeah, you sack this, go to Gren, right? Yeah.
That's a 2-shot.
Lorbed up.
Lord of Gren, and make sure to get the roll.
And the Battle Bond's activated.
Forces Kowtow to sack the Terra Shell. This is actually a decent trade for Kowtow. Has to bet on the flinch.
Yeah. Gets the flinch, game is over. U-turn, helmet.
Great U-turn.
Needs
Fantastic
chip.
U-turn.
Desperate.
This muck was so crucial. Just calling that it's going to be Terra Fairy Sinistra.
Yeah, probably poison touch. Not getting any poison touches. And every piece of diff did matter. This burn on the core, very important to keep content in the game and to keep that little bit of diff that both teams would have liked to have a bit more or less of. And then Drain Punch. Then Hearthflame. Prey can do enough. And it does. But Urshifu is in.
Kowtow had it here if he just didn't sub.
If he just didn't sub, that was it. He just didn't need to sub. And Urshifu kills in a close 1-0 helmet. And Muffin Man, since you're in here, please don't say pretty sure I lost off that burn when the game's not over. Do it for me. Do it for the people watching at home. Please don't. It comes up in the commentary and Jorby, end with your game.
Watch this back for the 8th time.
You doing a launch back for the 8th time?
Stir on them. I said on them. Like, could I have done anything different? Did not expect the Dogi lead. Gonna be honest. That's why I led Lando. But then I was like, okay, if it's here, let me scout out what the set is. Did not. I thought that it might be a double Lando. I was just like, you know what? I'll sack my Lando. Hope he doesn't set up on me. In hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have gone into the Mew. I don't know.
Rocks was a good bring into his team. Unfortunate crit. What the Roar Mew. It's on the probably one of the. He's just Willows.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Is that synchronized information that it's Flame Body, not Flash Fire? Right?
No.
No.
Pause it here. I think this is one of my big mistakes. If you go back 2 turns, I think what I needed to do is I needed to preserve the Mew because of the threat of Future Sight and because I knew I needed to knock the boots off the Slowking.
Okay.
I think I need to switch Mew out here into Volcanion, and I get a turn to think about it, and I still don't do it. I think I need to preserve the Mew. The idea of why I didn't go into the Volcanion is because it's like near max Fizz Death to tank back Excalibur and kill back. But I could have just sacked the Lando too. I probably need to go from Mew into the Lando, sack that instead of sacking the Mew, so that I could just preserve it as a Utilmon later on. So
instead of the second spike, you would switch Mew out?
Instead of the first spike. I can get a second spike in whenever the Slowking comes in.
Okay. And then we get into the meat and potatoes of the game. With a Slowking U-turn into the moon, which the faded Shadow says should have D-danced. Some say should have predicted the EQ. But unfortunately, the move picked was not. Well, not unfortunately. I mean, it's the most neutral move to hit, right? It's just the unfortunate flame body proc.
I was just like, you know what? This move is the right pick 70% of the time.
Yeah. And you D-dance up to get back to neutral, which does help you. It's unfortunate he Magna Storms.
Boots Meow, because I don't know if it's Meow boots or not.
Shadow's in the chat. Hello, Shadow.
One downside as well. I want to say Acro killed, but I didn't have Acro. In case of Terra Fairy, Dogi, or Heatran.
Oh, that's still a great bring.
Boots Volcanion.
Everything boots on Frank's team, it seems. Jesus.
Yeah. I kind of got too focused on Taunt. This maybe should have been another move instead on the Volcanion.
Now Bax can't come in again. Stacking Leylando.
I had a choice here. So hold on, go back one. So I had a choice here with the Volcanion in front of the backs.
Yeah.
I knew I killed with body press, but my thinking was, okay, if I kill the backs, he just goes into Lando. If I roar, the backs can't come back in anyway, and I get like a 75% chance it doesn't go to Lando. I'm gonna pull the Lando.
Pull the Lando. But he swaps out anyway. He swaps out, you get the taunt. This is literally the same thing, taunting on the future sight turn.
So
you get a bit of setup off, UCC, does a lot, but not enough, and then, unfortunately, future sight does commit.
Yeah. This is Terra Poison, so I never used Terra anyway.
Yeah.
Needed to be like a Terra Steel. This was at one point Terra Bug U-turn to Oko the Slow King, but I ended up pulling it off at some point.
And then you shave some diff off.
Yeah.
These 2 turns. And the unfortunate Slow King with Future Sight does just enough. But
like the back's dead. The Okie Dokie, it goes down to like less than 50% HP. This game is so close.
It just came down to the heat train, didn't it?
Yeah.
That was it.
So, potential playoff preview.
And we should rip through Gazer, as there was only 5 games just in time for the Natty game, actually, in 40 minutes. I will not drag this out, but what I will do is talk about these Gazer games. Reason Delfield, Why Just Raven? I did the Stargazer Weekly Recap this week. It's cool to see Bennett. Oh god, the sound. That's all I got to say about this game, really. I would say this was Raven's worst showing this season. Would you agree?
This is a bit of a silly game. I'm scrolling on Twitter a little bit.
Yeah, I'll take the reins for this one mainly. While Jar was going through Twitter, the Everything app. Yeah. I think this was bold of Raven to try and sit up in front of the patch when he knows he can't break it with CC, Wicked Blow, and like it didn't have anything, so he sacks that. Shocks is at under half. Both screens are set up great. Cool. What does this become? Information for Bennett to find out that Alamamula is AV. Cool. And I think if he was set up screens to get the setup into Shifu, it might have been better. But he does not do that. Alamola just kind of takes over. I mean, it's just Aloe and Patch walling all of Raven's team. We've seen Ogre Pond come out, and then we haven't seen the other 2 come out. I mean, look at this. Patch Fizz Wall, Aloe Special Wall. And they're just sitting there. Gets the poison. Puppeteer. Lefties, who just recovered next turn. Guess what he did? Recovered. And then just Shadow Balls. The Giraffe Crutcher comes up. Aiden mentions all physical attackers. Into the patch. It's Custap Araquanid. Cool bring. I must say a healthy bring. Tarop is in. Awesome. Break the shell. Here comes the 3rd mom we've seen all game. Cornerstone. We spin. Starstorm will kill, but unfortunately we do have a Starflando in the back. That does and will take out the rest of the mons, if I'm not mistaken. Icy Wind, Cool Bring. Still naturally outspeed, still Scarfed, and
Crit
still...
matter. I don't know. I don't think crit mattered.
No, it ultimately didn't matter, right? And then, yeah, gets to kill Lando. It didn't feel like 30 turns, but watching the game, it was 30 turns and 29 turns in 30 minutes, right, Jarv? You were there?
I don't know. All these games are a blur. I'm watching too many games at this point.
Too many games from Jarv.
The brain is melting.
That's why we do the recaps, baby. We will watch more. Firing into Blue Fusion. Truth be told, just isn't. Fire Ant 78 Vancouver Valiant season this season. But Blue Fusion fighting for a Gazer playoff spot. And we'll find out what happens this game right here from turn 1. The CC Manchow will be important for later. Rocks go up from Infernigator. And a lot of information gathered from here on out. As who can break the Scarm? Well, Fire Blast jump into the Scarm matchup. You know he's a great player. He knows the matchup, brought the correct thing. Goes out in the Sar to eat the Fire Blast. Not what I would have picked, but what else do you want to risk a chip on, right? Mesprit. Great Mon. I love Mesprit. Just maybe not the answer for this. Supposed to be a Fizz-Def Mon. Maybe to eat some hits from Finn and Sar. Maybe a Scarm at some point. But Scarm taking the damage, though. Getting full hazard stacked up. Rough Skin, Helmet. Looking great. Serp comes in. Leaf Storm, we missed the first one, but that's okay. Fire Blast misses 2, we're even. It's perfect. Leaf Storm again doesn't kill. Fire Blast again doesn't kill. If it's Blue Fusion, you know the Serp is coming. I can't remember a week he hasn't brought it. Maybe week 1 or 2. Boots Weavile looks pretty good to the rest of this team. Gets a kill there. Hello, Sneasler. Does it outspeed. We swap out. Scizor does not eat a CC great, but he does have Bullet Punch. Never mind, doesn't have it.
Does not have Bullet Punch.
Does not elect to click it. Fireman says he was supposed to switch. Ben is equally confused as the rest of us were that game. And the Woger, Mienshao, and Weavile all still alive. The fast physical mons all still alive. Mienshao, Weavile still alive. Serp comes out. CC. Remember I mentioned the Mienshao close combat earlier? Well, we're about to find out. We're about to find out, everybody. SD's predicting the clap, but he'll always clap anyway. And Taxel misses. There's your spoiler. Mienshao does a whole lot of, not a lot this game. As it just gets worse and worse for Fire Ant, and he apologizes for being so bad. Don't worry, Fire Ant. Everyone has an off season. It's not your fault. Boost. I'll do that game last. Let's watch Kai Metal. Kai Lord.
What's their ship name?
Keto, like the diet.
Keto?
Keto, like the diet. Or Mylor. Myler.
I like Mylor better.
Myler. Mylor. Mylor. Very stunning, very lovely. This was, look.
Mylor, a lovely girl with blonde hair who likes to paint landscapes on the Isle of Man.
We share a glance from across the room as we both pick out our favorite book from the library. Yeah, this game was Fire Ant apologized for being bad this season. I think Kai has accepted it. Kai's my guy. I will never hate on Kai. But it hasn't been his season. I hope he gets a win week 8. Don't know who that opponent is, but I hope he gets a win. No matter who it is. Kai, Season 2 faithful. He just gets parried a lot. Yeah. This is, I think, death by 1,000 cuts from Kai this game up until it's not. Remember I mentioned Labs and Crystal had Yuxi and Ursaluna for Trick Room? Yeah. We're going to see a little bit of the same, but pull it off to a really good, pull off to a better...
Crit might matter.
Crit did matter, but, you know. Who's eating facades to the face?
Nice call on the ground type to burn into a Trick Room. Energy Ball is interesting.
It's coverage. I think Metal has to be on the bench. Good Ice Spinner. I'm happy his Shreds is doing something. Tries to get aggressive with the Urshifu. Metal has the perfect answer to that.
Love the hard switch there.
Hello, Enam. Still got 49%. Resisted, by the way.
Facts, I get it.
Resisted, by the way. But yeah, Enam outspeeds everything.
Like if it was Giga Drain instead of Energy Ball, I think it'd just stand on the NM there.
Enam outspeeds. It kills.
And I'm doing ENAP things for Metal once again.
Metal, if you read the Gazer Weekly Recap, you'll know Metal. A lot of the players in Gazer are like the best at the mon they're bringing to games. It's really cool to see that. The Gazer Weekly Recap. It's really cool to see.
Just 2 cents on Kai.
Yeah.
So Gray is 2-4 and needs to win out to make playoffs.
Yeah.
Gray's Week 7 matchup is against fellow 2-4 Tottenham.
Oh.
Gray's Week 8, potentially to guarantee playoffs, is against Kai. So, big opportunity for Kai to play spoiler, get his first win in Stargazer this season before going out.
Yeah, back to Sunset. Some say the best div. Some say. Yeah, Metal is the best Enam user. At 16-2. Citric Sage, the second best Prim user at 10-6 and 10-5 in 6 games. Second to B, who's 16-9 in 13. Ursifu Single Strike, Muffin Man, 13-2 in 6 games. Raven, 13-5 in 7 games, so one more kill and he's there. And then for Star Hunter, Azov is 12-3 in 5 games, and he's the best Azov user. BBO, so really cool to see that from all the players. Keep an eye out for Kai. Pray for Kai. He's our guy. He's my guy at the very least. And that's what matters.
Oh my lord.
What about Jitrick Sage or Sakar? Jakar Sage, Sakar Jage.
I don't know. I'm thinking of like the Joranges or something.
Joranges. Joranges. Equally as funny. Jakar into Citric Sage. Jakar winning this game would have been top elo, but instead it was Natty. So I want to find out what happened in this game. Shiny.
Natty played first, right? So Natty gets it.
Yeah.
Jakar is close enough that Jakar can leapfrog him.
Yes. But at the end of this game, we'll find out who wins and who loses. Because I was surprised at the result of this game too, because I believe the pick-ums, a lot of us picked wrong here. Or I think I picked the right person.
Things going well so far for Citric Sage.
Girls always lie. Charge, they won't eat hot chip. Clocked, I'm afraid. Oh, goodness gracious. Zaru's in. The Overquill matchup.
Yeah, no Intim of the Overquill. It's a poison point.
I was about to say no Intim. Why no Intim? The Defiant Gyapdos? Yeah.
Yeah, you've already got Intim on the Lando. Can't take it off. You don't really need Intim on the Overquill if it's just going to tank from Zarude.
Sludge Bomb, fun bring too. Just risky just getting the poisons up. Jakar loves his Gyapdos. Loves his setup Gyapdos.
You see, Sage predicted, you know what? I'm just going to get burned by the Rotom. Let me run a special Lando.
Mm-hmm.
Big crit.
Big crit. A better Hera. Finally, Zarude Power Whip. Scarf Moon? Scarf Moon? Otherwise, why keep in Zarude there?
I don't remember if it's Scarf or if it's banned.
I mean, it actually outspeeds Zarude, but maybe just wanted to sack it because you like the Screamtail Raikou endgame. But
well, you're trying to preserve HP on your other mobs.
Yeah.
You don't want to let it set up. I get it. Rotom. Rotom washed. Living.
Rotom washed. Jakar is one of Jakar's favorite mons. Surely the Grossler has less. Raikou is in. Poison point with the Barbarage. Sets up a CM. That's dangerous. This has Pain Split too. Oh my goodness. This is dangerous from Jakar. Why is he sitting up on the Poisonmon? It's Haze! Oh my god. Either way, why is he sitting up on the Poisonmon?
Nice bring though.
Oh, she doesn't get it.
Lucky.
Oh my goodness, all that. Alright, Moon's in, Screamtail in. Knock.
Yeah, so it's got to be Scarf.
And
Predicted
nope.
switch to Metagross
Yeah.
instead of doing a play rough. And it's low enough because of rocks and because of the pain split that the Moon is able to kill the Terra Fairy Raikou with Knock.
Finally, choice banned Moon, and then
Oh, maybe it isn't Scarf. Maybe it is banned. I don't know. I don't remember.
I think it was banned.
It was choice
To
block.
kill Terra Fairy Raikou? I know it was that for 50 and with the item on it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense to be banned.
Right?
It's good break.
I mean, Moon needs to stop getting kills, but great brain. I need less kills from more Moon now. Call me JJJ. The way I hate seeing kills from Roy Moon. Okay. We're finishing off with Natty. And we'll start with Natty in 20 minutes. We're going to put this on normal. We're just going to live this in real time. Because this was crazy. I didn't get to watch this in real time. But I really want to. Because I want to see how it goes. There were 2 games going on at the same time. U-turn to Torn. Comfey. Okay, nothing wants to eat a poison type move here, actually. What is playing? Yeah, T-Tar is in. This is Bramble Fraud. Everybody say hello to Bramble Fraud doing 31%. Shouts out Bramble Fraud.
It's actually good damage.
Hmm?
It's actually good damage. 31% to a resisted.
Don't give Bramble Gas that validation. I don't think he deserves it yet. But it is good damage. It's good damage to the T-Tar.
Trades the Mamo for the Mana.
Yeah.
Set up the Battle Bond. Wonder if Natty could have switched out there, going to Muck. I guess they're trying to preserve Muck for the comeback.
Samus Drill. Good. I think that's a good bring to stall the turn. That's a cool bring from Boost.
I like that. I like that.
To delay the inevitable. And now the ape is in. Damn, this is a 4v2. Okay, Terra Water Bulk Up. He's feeling great. 34% Rage Fist. How much is this doing? 82.
So
with the
I thought
terrain.
this was really, really risky because so there's a chance that the Bleak Wind Storm misses.
Yeah.
Right, 20% chance.
Yep.
There's also a 10 or 20% chance that it gives the Annihilate a speed drop.
Yep.
Which activates Defiant and gives it an attack boost.
Yep.
So I was like, this is really scary. But I guess everything works in Natty's favor during Natty season. Calls the break.
It's Natty season's about to be over, Jarv. This first day of spring is tomorrow. His season, it might be seasonal the way he's playing. It might be something in the air.
All of Natty's luck runs out at the spring equinox. It's like a Disney movie where like the luck of the Irish, but it's the gift of the Natty or something.
He looks up at the sky and says, "No, no,
My powers,
my powers,
my abilities,
my luck, my double burning bulwark." So yeah, Boost being the goat he is, calls the burning bulwark because he's the fucking goat. Natty says, "Well, I have one out." Natty knows it, says, "I'm cooked," but instead,
33% chance, by the way.
But instead, gets it, and I join at the perfect time, and Boost is devastated. Everyone's going crazy. Gauching, do it, Gauching. And it was Mirror Herb too. It was Mirror Herb too. It was everything was gonna go Boost's way. And he burning bulwark just for more chip. Oh
right?
my
And it's like,
goodness.
and I get it. Why not just earthquake to scout the burning bulwark anyway? But unlucky, unlucky result.
Why not EQ on the heat
Potential
train? I get it. I understand.
playoff preview.
Yeah, we can do a quick peek of. I did this last week when all the games were mostly played. Here's Sunset, tied as ever. The people that are here, you care.
So wait, can we just do a little game?
Yeah.
Let's go division by division. So open up a tab with all of them. Let's go Stargazer and we'll go down to Neon.
You want me to open up a single tab with every single one?
No, open 4 tabs with
The
one
website.
each.
Pray doesn't crash the website challenge. We're limit testing the website right now.
With 4 tabs, I think you're fine. And if I'm wrong, then thank you, Helsinki, for the website.
Helsinki, we need a better website. So Gazer, Sunset, Crystal, Neon.
All right. So you're looking at Stargazer.
I'm looking at Gazer.
Today, right now, you have to
In
pick the 4 teams
17
that are going to
minutes.
make semifinals.
Make semis?
4 teams making semis.
This is the easiest.
Obviously,
Easy.
good.
Worcester, Metal, Sage Boost. I
No
think
faith in Philly.
I
no
think-
faith in Jakar, who made it last season and lost to the Citrus Sage in semis.
I think Saw and Jakar both get hacked. That's why they don't make it.
By who?
Oh, dude, you couldn't script this. It's Metal Jakar Week 8. They rematch. They
You think
rematch
Jakar
quarters.
picks Metal?
Yeah. I think Jakar picks Metal. Because
I don't think there's a world where Jakar picks Metal.
dude, that'd be awesome. And I think Zog gets hacked by Sage.
Well, I guess that could bump up. Okay. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you on your playoff scenarios. Let's go to Sunset.
That's my unique scenario. Clip this,
Cool.
whoever's watching. Well, what about you? Do you have a unique thought?
I
Like,
don't know.
what,
I'm
like
gonna think
Mary?
right now.
Like, okay. Well, like Mary gets in maybe somehow.
I'm no think right now. All right, Sunset. Who are your semifinalists?
Oh God. Semi-finalists. Hello, Sydney. Who? Okay. So Dawn gets into Drury Lane, right? I'm making that call.
Right, this is your scenario.
Yeah. Who makes semis? Little Hill. I gotta pick him. You, I think you make semis just to call me during the game. Dawn is third and last in. I think Helsinki, man. I think Helsinki. It'll be you versus Dawn, and then Helsinki versus Little Hill again.
So you think none of the perennial top 4 of this? Well, not top 3, top 4,
No.
but none of right now the top 3: Syracuse, Leo, Shadow, nor perennial top 3.
No.
I don't know what I'm saying. Helsinki. You think
No.
Helsinki makes it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The shadow disrespect is unreal. Okay, so do you pick fourth and no, here's my reasoning. Syracuse has the inexplicable play and they can come at any point. Any point.
It's like every NBA player gets a nickname, and like they name Jason Tatum the anomaly, and you name Syracuse Snorlax, King Frank Tank the inexplicable player.
the inexplicable. Leo, I don't know how he's gonna feel that day. Maybe his heart's in it. Maybe.
Who knows? Let's go to Crystal.
I think Shadow's team catches up with him and Aiden gets hacked. Crystal. Oh, I just had it. Fuck, I just had it. I have it. Oh man, this is also very easy. Semis is Black Diamond. Ooh. It's Drew. It's Rex. It's Lyrics. And it's Gabe. I'm leaving out Klecker. Part of me feels like he's
Last
having
one?
too much fun in Crystal.
Last one. Let's go Neon.
I also think Gotham makes it over June. Semis. Alright. Sydney, Belfast, Big Will, and me. Unless Sydney picks me, then I fucking lose.
We've got, between the two of them, 11-3. Clonbrook and Richmond Raging Bolts having the season of their PBO lives.
I have to believe in myself, Jarv.
You're calling bluff. You're saying they're not making it.
Dude. It doesn't matter because Sydney's winning it all. It doesn't matter. I'm tapped in.
How mad would you be if Sydney picked you first round?
It'd be fucked up. It'd be fucked up. On my way through quarters of soaring, through soaring and soaring. Sydney is the humble brag. He says this, but later, a week later, someone will be in his ear being say, pick Soren, pick Soren, pick Soren. He'll pick me. He'll beat me 6-0. And then I have to cope by saying, you do what you gotta do to win the game, and you pick who you think you have the best matchup into.
So how bad would you feel if he picked you?
It would be an honest pick. It'd be an honest pick.
Now, last question for me.
Yeah.
How would you feel if you beat Sydney in quarters?
Ecstatic. That'd be on top of the world.
If he picked you? No undefeated team has won.
No undefeated team has won in the modern PBO era. In the modern PBO era. If it's me and Sydney finals, I wouldn't mind that. That'd be a healthy finals. But then that means I go to Crystal, and that means do I come back?
So you and Sydney quarters, and then you win.
Holy shit. Me and Sydney finals, and I win. And then I send the trophy to myself. Look at the Raging Bolt, bro. Look at me, his Raging Bolt, my banks are up there. Look at that, man. Sydney has to make highlights for me and him for the finals. That'd be awesome. Realistically, though, it's probably like Sydney versus Big Will again, or Sydney versus Belfast finals.
All right.
Sydney Sylvian's like, if you do pick me, I understand. I understand. I understand. But with that, everybody, make sure you do your pick'ems. Can you beat me last minute? Make sure to get some funds. We've almost hit 1K from rewards. There is a shop on your site. Lemon is the leader. We look at Jarv right here. Let's out him. That's right. You hate trinkets. Why am I even pulling you up? You hate trinkets. I was like, Jarv should use them. Never mind. He doesn't even care. Sydney doesn't have enough. Yeah, anyway. Use your points. Maybe do the pick'ems. Do what you gotta do. We'll see y'all later. We'll see all of you very soon. Natty, up and coming.